So when I was in grade 8,
Okay.
Devin was coaching at St. John's.
Oh, yes.
So I used to feed balls to him on the bowling machine.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he remembers me, but hopefully he does. He has some nice SS bats. Hopefully I can get it.
You're going to nick one.
Yeah.
The Betway SA20 is almost upon us, and there's so much to look forward to in Season 3. There's so many young and up-and-coming youngsters that will be in action and trying to make a point and advance their careers in Season 3 of the Betway SA20. We thought then, why not invite them to get a little bit to know them and try and find out what makes them tick and what really goes on when they're out there trying to make a name for themselves. That's why we're here with the SuperSport Unplugged Betway SA20 Rising Stars podcast. And we've got a couple of them here with me in studio. And I'll start with a man who sort of idolizes his former schoolmate in Quinton de Kock, Bryce Parsons from the Dolphins and the Durban Super Giants. Bryce, are you well?
Good, thank you.
Yeah,
Good to be here.
Good, thanks, good, thanks. A man who's also made a name for himself down in Pretoria. Tuks and Titans and Pretoria's Capitals. Keagan, Lion-Cachet, what's happening?
Yeah, no, very good to be here and very happy.
Yeah, you are?
Very well, thanks.
Tristan Luus is also here, New Age Dale Steyn, they call him, down in Durban, Dolphins and MI Cape Town. Are you well?
Good on you.
Yeah, good, thanks, good, thanks, good, thanks. A man who's gone so many things now in a space of a very short time. Nqaba Peter from the Paarl Royals and the Lions, netballer to the Proteas. That sounds good, doesn't it?
Does.
Yeah, it does, eh?
Sounds very good.
Yeah, that's good. They call him the king of Potchefstroom during his Northwest University days, him and his brother CJ. But JP King is here from the Warriors and the Joburg Super Kings. JP, you are?
Happy to be here, thank you.
You happy to be here?
Yeah.
You still love Potch?
Yes.
Yeah? Great place, right?
Love that title.
Great place.
King of Poch.
Jordann Herrmann's here. He's the superstar amongst all of these guys. Double winner with the Sunrisers Eastern Cape. Of course, the Warriors as well. Jordann, you are?
Yeah, good, thank you. Thanks for having us.
Good, thanks. Jess, thanks for your time. I know it's very difficult to try and get you in. Flew everybody in here. The Durban boys were a little bit late. It's always Durban. But I wanted to find out, and going across the room, how did you guys start cricket and how did you get into cricket? Was it somebody that you watched on television? Was it something that really sparked your childhood? I won't start with you again, Bryce, don't worry. Jordann?
Yeah, I think I was basically born into cricket.
Yeah.
I think by the time I was 1, I was already holding a bat.
Yeah.
My first birthday cake was a cricket ball on it, so I've basically always been in that, and I've never really looked back or tried anything else, to be honest. It explains my bad golf.
Is your golf bad? Human golf club, though, the wind is always pumping.
My putting is bad.
Your short game is bad.
Yes, I'll keep it to them. Yes, terrible short games. I need to hit the driver along, that's the only thing I worry about.
All right. JP?
Yeah, same for me since a young age. But my dad used to be quite a big sport guy when he was growing up. So we used to like all sports, rugby, cricket, tennis. Used to do everything, but I think me and my brother lean towards cricket a bit more.
Yeah.
But yes, I think it's in the family just to love all sports.
Yeah. How competitive were the backyard games between yourself and CJ?
It was always a struggle with CJ.
Who's bigger?
He's a bit bigger. He's a bit bigger.
Yeah.
Because he used to love to play with the WWE toys.
Oh, yes.
So I had to go to my dad and tell him, listen, you can't be in the house the whole day playing with these little toys. And you come outside and bowl.
Yeah.
And my dad used to force me to be like, if you don't go out and play now, you're going to get a hiding.
Oh, nice.
So that's the only reason why he came to play backyard cricket. So,
okay. Yeah. Oh, that's lovely. Nqaba, I mean, you've gone through a lot of things in the past year or so, but where did it start for you? We know the story about you bowling in the nets to a couple of the pros, and then someone said, this guy can really bowl, but we want to hear it from you. How did it all start?
Well, I come from a sporting family.
Yeah.
So my father played rugby.
Yeah.
My mom played netball.
Okay.
My sister still plays netball to this day, my brother also, you know, and my cousin. So basically just like backyard cricket.
Yeah.
We play all the sports actually, like
Football.
football.
Tupal.
Yeah, Tupali with
yeah.
bricks,
Yes.
you know. So yeah, and then I think I wasn't good at rugby and soccer.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I just sort of ran with cricket.
Yeah. Is Mr. Dave Ellis any contribution to that?
Yeah, he's been a major contribution throughout my high school career.
Yeah,
I mean, going to the nets, like even on days where, you know, everyone else is just not doing anything,
Yeah.
you know. So yeah, I mean, I definitely think he's played a big role in my high school years.
Yeah, there's very little to do in East London anyway. So.
Yeah, I mean, you got the beach.
Yeah.
And then if it's not that, I'm just chilling.
Just chilling.
Just chilling.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Tristan, are you well? Last time I saw you was at an 19 World Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice. Poch was nice.
That wasn't too bad.
Did you get onto the WhatsApp and ask JP what to do in Poch?
No, not yet.
You guys stayed in Klerksdorp, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing there.
Nothing to do. Yeah. How did it start for you?
Same with, I think everyone is just, sport was in my family from like a young age. But actually cricket wasn't, like it was more like rugby, athletics.
Really?
So I found the love for cricket like also at a young age.
Yeah.
And since I could remember, I was like always cricket. It was
Yeah.
just cricket.
Yeah.
When I played rugby, I wanted to train for cricket and train for cricket. So it was always there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Have you heard of the comparisons between you and Dale Steyn, though?
I have heard it, yeah.
How does that make you feel?
Very happy.
Very happy.
No, very happy. It's an idol of mine. It's someone I look up to. So it's nice to be compared to someone like that.
Yeah, that's nice. They sing songs about you at St. John's, though. I don't know, between yourself and JP and CJ and Connor, who's like the main guy at St. John's?
Certainly not me.
Really?
Definitely not me. No, so when I was coming through the ranks, then it was more JP, Connor Estes and Jack Lees. I was still in the second team at that stage. And then, moved on from there. But yeah, certainly not the legend of St. John's
They
College.
don't sing songs about Keagan.
No.
It's a shame, man. I really want them to sing songs about you. I mean, maybe Betway SA20 Season 3 is going to make them sing songs about
Hopefully,
you.
hopefully.
Yeah, that's nice. Bryce, and yourself? You separated by a wall there by King Edward and St. John's.
Yeah, let's talk
Let's not go there. Let's not go there. Yeah. It's a big rivalry. Yeah.
Unlike Jordy and JP, I didn't really have a brother growing up, so I didn't really have that. But luckily for me, my sister was quite sporty.
Okay.
So she used to run in off 12 yards.
Okay. Try to take your head off.
Yeah, that's kind of where cricket started for me.
Yeah.
Luckily, she was sporty.
Yeah.
And then my cousin obviously played some cricket, so that's where cricket was pretty much born into my family.
Yeah. I spoke in the intro about you saying that you modeled your batting around Quinton de Kock. He was your teammate last year in season 2. How was that, sharing a changing room with Quinton de Kock and all those stars there?
Yeah, I mean, obviously he was an idol of mine growing up.
Yeah.
Also going to Cares, so yeah, he was one that I looked up to, and then sharing a change room with him last year was obviously something that I never thought I was going to be able to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a lovely experience.
Yeah. There's some big names in every changing room for all the 6 franchises. I mean, Jordann, you've had a taste of it during season 2 as well, where you guys won the competition. But who's that one teammate where you walked in and you thought, man, I'm in the same changing room as this guy?
I think Aiden Markram is a big name
Yeah.
around the country, and I think his leadership skills and what he has done in international cricket is special. So it's very nice to share a changing room for 2 seasons with him.
Yeah.
But one guy is probably a bit more underrated was Roelof van der Merwe.
Oh, really? Rula, yeah.
So as a youngster growing up, I love this passion for cricket. I didn't have a lot of role models, but the passion I want from the game came from Rula and how he displayed it. So that was awesome to share.
Is it a Pretoria thing?
It must be a Pretoria thing.
Thing, right?
Now, growing up as a little lighty watching Titans games, it's quite special to share.
You're from Pretoria as well?
Yeah.
Does it share the same passion?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, basically.
Is it something that you like? You look at Dale Steyn and a Roelof van der Merwe and you say, that's the kind of passion that I want to display on a cricket field?
Yeah, you see the aggression and like the passion they have for the game. So growing up, you'll look into it, maybe put it in your game a little bit. So yeah.
Some of you guys are going to be sharing the changing room with some of those big stars for the first time. JP, who do you look forward to the most to sharing a changing room with?
Two, probably Faf
Yeah?
and Devon.
Yeah.
So when I was in grade 8,
Okay.
Devon was coaching at St. John's.
Oh, yes.
So I used to feed balls to him on the bowling machine.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he remembers me, but hopefully he does. He has some nice SS bats. Hopefully I can get them.
You're going to nick one.
Yeah. Tell him all that feeding wasn't for nothing.
Yeah, he's got to repay.
Yeah, but probably Faf. I had a training session with him last year.
Yeah.
And just to see him like do his business and the way he carries himself was quite special.
Yeah. How about you've been there, done that? Who do you look forward to reuniting with in that Power Royals changing room?
I think for me, obviously, my first season last year was obviously like sharing a change room with Shemo.
Yeah.
You know, Shemo obviously like looked up to, you know, him, Imi. So like obviously he's not going to be there anymore now. So I mean the team itself I've really enjoyed. You know, the guys around. There's a lot of, you know, South African players in there. But I also look forward to meeting guys like Joe Roach, you know, guys who have a wealth of experience. You know, we might not be doing the same thing, but I think I could definitely learn a lot from him. Yeah.
How was that season last year? I mean, you came in as a rookie last season. Remember you getting a Temba Perfumer's wicket. Did you say anything to him when you linked up with him at the Lions? You say, "Skip, I've got you in my back pocket."
Nah, actually, my agent was actually like, he sent me a message and he asked me why don't I actually celebrate the wicket? Because, you know, like at that time of the game, you'd think, you know, you must be pumped in this, but. You know, it's like there's just a thing that, you know, we have sort of like I would say like he's like an older brother to me. Yeah.
Man, I can't do
so,
that.
You know, I guess that's why I can say I didn't really celebrate the wicket. But obviously I was chuffed, you know, doing well for the team. But yeah, I mean, it's been good.
Yeah. So many superstars in the MI Cape Town side. I mean, KG Rabada is one of the biggest, if not the biggest in that squad. Who are you looking forward to the most to learn from and share a changing room with?
I think definitely KG.
Yeah.
He's up there. But also like Trent Bolt, Ben Stokes. I think the experience and like they're match winners.
Yeah.
If I can just learn, if it's something small from like those players, it can improve my game by a lot. Yeah. So yeah, I'll say definitely KG and Ben Stokes. Yeah.
Keagan, you've made Pretoria home, man. Like you were saying to me, you don't even come to Joburg. Like, you don't see anything worth doing in Joburg. Pretoria Capitals, so many superstars there. I'm just thinking of a guy now, Remonula Gurbaz, who's been in really good form for Afghanistan and other franchises around the world. How much are you looking forward to being in that changing room and learning from some of the best?
Yes, no, I can't wait. I feel that as soon as you put yourself in that sort of environment, you adapt to certain skill sets, to mindsets, to how people carry themselves. Yeah. I mean, like you said now, Gurbaz keeper, can learn from him. Yes. So many different things that you can learn from. And even if I'm not a bowler, someone like Anwich, you can learn a lot from him, how he sets up to batters, how he adjusts, and I think that's the biggest part about the learning curve.
Are you looking forward to facing him in the nets?
I wouldn't say yes, because then I'd be lying to you. Yeah. But surely it has to give me something in terms of knowledge and understanding of the game.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. Jordann, I mean, I want to come to you because a lot of the successes that you've had, especially in the Sunrisers Eastern Cape in the Betway SA20 last season, it caught the eye of a lot of people. Including Dale Steyn. We've talked about him and his influence on South African cricket. But he tweeted something about you and of course, A.B. de Villiers. He was like, man, this Jordann Herrmann guy can play. Does that affect you? Do you look at that and say, yeah, okay, if I can press those guys, I'm doing something right?
Yeah, I don't know what I did to impress someone with the likes of him. No, it's a nice feeling.
Yeah.
Obviously, I didn't want to read too much into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a special feeling to be backed by players of that nature.
Yeah.
So.
Does that give you extra confidence, though, knowing that a guy like that says that about me?
Yes, I think it does. And then when you rock up at the stadium, you see a full stadium.
Yeah.
Still mind goes numb a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, in hindsight, after now, about a year later, it's actually nice to think back on, and someone I've always idolized, I've always looked up to as a player, to be saying that of me is quite special.
Yeah. Off the field, what do you guys do, man? Like, golf is something that I think a lot of cricketers go closer to because, I mean, you're obviously hitting a ball. Is that something? I've seen snaps of you on the golf course, Nqaba.
Yeah, that was my first time.
Yeah, was it? You had no clue what was going on.
Nah, I had no clue. That was
Really?
my first time. But I mean, like, I think it's nice, man. Like, it's very peaceful.
Yeah.
You know, like, just the way you don't really think much. You're just there with your mates and just hitting a few balls. I'm not someone who's playing to be like, okay, I'm 2 under or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I want to hit it far. That's all.
That's
So,
all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bryce, what do you do?
Yeah, I spend most of my free time on the golf course,
Yeah.
but other than that, just chilling at home.
Yeah. Okay. Yourself, Jordann? There's a beach in
it's a beach
in
on the golf courses as well. So
Okay.
That as well. But yeah, and PE is just a bit too windy to go to the beach too often.
Is it?
So
It's a
basically
great
just-
time to surf, though, with the wind pumping.
Yeah, if you can surf, it's
Yeah.
nice.
And your surfing skills?
Not at this standard, yeah.
It's Tristan Stubbs. Are you trying to get him one yet, get
He's
some
too
surfing
selfish to
lessons?
teach me, yeah.
Is it?
He would lose patience, just surf by himself.
Well, what do you do, Keagan? Pretoria. Ooh.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of stuff to do in Pretoria.
Yeah.
Like everyone else, golf it's always a go-to. But I do try and keep myself busy.
Okay.
Whatever's up for the offer, hockey, whether it's squash, whatever.
How is it?
Just to keep busy and stay fit.
Yeah. Are you a keen hockey player?
Yes, actually. At school, I was more involved in hockey than cricket.
Okay.
That obviously changed after school.
Yeah.
But yeah, enjoy my hockey.
Yeah. Okay. Tristan?
I enjoy golf. A golf and a paddle
Is your paddle game good?
it's decent,
Is
yeah.
it?
It's
Okay.
not too bad.
Okay.
But it's just something that you, just away from the game.
Yeah.
Your mind just goes a little bit away from the game. So a paddle is nice.
That's nice. I mean, there's a lot to do in Cape Town for that month-long tournament. Are you looking forward to that?
Yeah, we'll see. I haven't been there
Yeah.
a lot, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I want to get your experiences. I mean, because you're now sort of somebody that people look to and say, you know, if a guy like Nqaba Peter can come in and do and impress at a Betway SA20, there's so much that you can achieve after that. I mean, there's Proteas. You've been on Proteas tours. You played both one-day cricket and T20 cricket for South Africa now. Your experience of the Betway SA20 last season, how are they? How did they add to your game, and how you were able to grow and learn from some of the people that you played there to get you to a standard where you can say, at international cricket, I can find my feet easily?
I think definitely first thing that was like stood up for me in the Paul Royals camp was like the guys were just so like chilled, you know, like I never felt like I was in a different team environment, if that makes sense. Like I could express myself how I wanted to express myself. The guys were like open to chat, so it was easier to engage with players because you know, when you like in an environment that's open, you know, it's a lot easier to express yourself. You're not really thinking about what is this person going to say. You know, even the big guys, like I thought to my, this guy's going to be like, bro, just go chill, man.
Yeah.
Like, mind your own. But I mean, the guys were chilled, you know. So I think last season, that's definitely something that stood up for me, which made it easy for me to approach, you know, the players and the coaching staff. But yeah, I think to say it sort of makes it easier for, I don't know, international. I think it definitely plays a role because you are more clearer at what you're gonna do and which players which kind of deliveries you bowl to which guys. So yeah, I think just the whole learning of it is the biggest thing for me, and I think I've still got a long way to go with learning. Like I still feel like my game can still go up quite some, you know.
How was the experience of playing against India then? That must have been, that was tough.
It was tough. But as I said, like there's a lot of learnings to take away from a series like that. Because obviously, you know, cricket is a results-driven game. So when results don't go your way, you know, there's a lot to sort of fix and all that stuff. But I mean, I learned like a lot, you know, and you could just see how like the game is evolving and changing, you know, to chase a score like 280.
JP spoke about like you being the king of Potchefstroom. I mean, you had to swap that for Pollock Beach and Jordann Herrmann rooming with him. How's that?
Yeah, P has been good so far. Obviously, I miss Potch, the people, and
places.
But yeah, P has been very nice. Just throwing a lot of balls to Jordann. It's massive shift in.
Contact night, so he threw balls in.
Yeah, so his excuse was always, I cook for you, you throw balls.
Okay.
So still waiting to cash that one in. But yeah, we paddle partners. We haven't lost a game yet, so we're doing quite well. And then gets you on the golf course for a good time as well.
So the kings of paddle.
We're
One
decent.
king of paddle,
We're decent.
Who do you play against there?
Whoever's keen
Can't be
or
Alfie
brave
with
enough.
your,
No.
I don't see Alfie doing that.
Oh, no. He's as useful as him playing golf.
No, we play against CJ sometimes. Matt de Villiers, Liam, they are always keen to play.
You're one of the guys that are going to be playing in the Betway SA20 for the first time. What have you seen from the first 2 seasons that make you so keen to be able to get involved with the Joburg Super Kings?
Obviously, the level looks very high. Coaching staff, the people who are there, the players that you can learn from. I think it's probably the biggest thing. For me to go ask questions to Faf or Johnny Bairstow and those types of guys will be big for me. And especially working with Coach Albie. Especially with the power hitting game, I think that could help me a lot as well. Can't wait.
It always goes back to a Pretoria thing, right? It always goes back to a Pretoria thing. Bryce, last season's, not this past season, the season before this in the T20 Challenge, massive 100. I think it was against the Titans, wasn't it? And that sort of made people look at Bryce Parsons differently. Did you feel like a shift in your career after that 100, or was it something that you it's just another innings where Bryce Parsons get 100?
No, definitely not just another innings. First T20 100 was always a nice feeling. Was pretty close straight after the Betway SA20. So I mean, Betway, it definitely helped. Being around those guys, I had a month to train. Obviously, I didn't get on the field, so it was a lot of training in that month. And I think it definitely gives you that confidence when you come back down to domestic cricket. So, it was nice to do well in that game, and struggled a bit this year, but hopefully I get a game in Betway SA20 this year.
That's nice. Keagan, you've played a lot of internal games for the Titans. Does that environment make you feel more comfortable stepping into the Pretoria Capitals now? There's some of the coaches that you know from being in that setup of the Titans. Do you think it's going to be like a natural progression and sort of introduction to the Betway SA20, knowing that this environment you're familiar with?
No, certainly. I mean, they're very welcoming environment, and they're very accepting of who you are, what type of cricketer you are, and they're always willing to help you. Especially the people. I mean, Jordann, he spoke about Roelof. And his passion for the game is unbelievable, and the way he accepts people into the team. I mean, he was the first person that came to me, and he was like, "Listen, we're gonna make a spot for you in the side, as a player and as a teammate." So a very, very accepting environment. I mean, and Coach Mandla is the assistant at Pretoria Capitals, so also very, very welcoming and just always offering to help me.
I spoke to some of your coaches, Bank All-Stars, LPL. They spoke a lot about how you've worked on your power game. I mean, you're not the biggest guy, but how was that so important for you to be able to work on your power game, to be able to clear the ropes and find gaps and find boundaries? You're not as big as bigger power hitter as some of the other guys, but you've had to work on that. And just take me through that and how you've been able to work on it.
Yeah, no, so interesting. So at school, I could never clear a rope. I don't think I hit a single six in my horse and John's career. So I obviously knew that if I wanted to make it, I had to change something. So I spent hours and hours at Tux with the best coaches. And they just helped me with contact points and made me stronger, made me understand things a little bit better. It's unbelievable how as soon as you put your mind to something, and it can change something.
Tristan, SA Under-19 World Cup, that experience for you playing here in South Africa, home World Cup against some of your best mates. How was that experience for you? Did you come off that tournament and think, look, I want to do that again?
Yeah, definitely. It was unbelievable. It was playing here in South Africa in a World Cup Under-19 World Cup was amazing. And it was a sore feeling after it, like after the game. But when I look back, I want to do that again. I want to feel that again, that pressure, playing in a semi-final still for your country. It was amazing. So
that's nice. Do you guys play together at school or not? You're both from St. John's, right?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. How was that? How was he as a teammate?
He was just better than me.
How was he as a teammate?
No, we've always gotten along quite well. But then he went to Tux.
Okay.
And had a bit of a go in the Varsity Cup. But no, all good fun. But we played together at school. He's just 1 year older than me, so basically grade 8, 9, went throughout the whole school journey together. So
no rivalries with these oaks.
No, luckily he was out of school when I started playing first.
You were fortunate that he was there.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah. How was that rivalry between K's and St. John's?
Yeah, it's quite
huge.
Big. Yeah, it's quite big. I mean, separated by 200 meters. So naturally it's going to be quite big. The posh guys and then us at K's. So
what does us at K's mean?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You take that. I don't know how to say it. Yeah. But it's quite a big rivalry.
Okay. Nqaba, I want to speak about some of the comparisons that you've had now in your career. Rashid Khan is probably the biggest one that you hear a lot because of that action. Do you accept it? Do you look at it as something that you accept and want to sort of take on as somebody that has caught the eye of a lot of people to compare you to a Rashid Khan?
I think that's just something that naturally happens in the cricketing space, especially if you do something similar to someone who just does it at a world-class level. So obviously it's nice to hear, but it can't just end there, you know, you've got to put in, the hours of just trying to better your game. But I can't really say it's something that I go to bed, thinking about. But it's definitely it sounds nice to hear. It means as you said with Jordann, it means like it's a step in the right direction. So like you just take it and you move on really. Like you just try and like improve your game, keep improving your game.
I spoke to Alan Donald the one time, and he said, this guy just bowls and bowls and bowls. He's always bowling. I have to catch balls to him before the game. He's bowling. He's bowling like 20, 30 balls before the game. Does that like help you in getting into your rhythm as well?
For me, I just personally think that's just how I grew up. Like, I used to just like, even like bowling two guys in the nets. Like, some guys before the game, they say, nah, I just want some target and stuff, you know. But like, I would rather like to bowl to someone who I'm more or less gonna bowl to in the game, like similar type of style of play. But yeah, like I think the more I bowl, like the more I understand my sort of bowling style. And so like, I don't know, I don't get bored of bowling. Like I just do it because I enjoy it. It's not something that I plan that, okay, I'm just gonna keep bowling. Like it just happens. I just keep going until, you know, sometimes they say, listen,
stop now.
Stop now.
It's enough now. It's enough, bro. Thanks.
But yeah, like I just enjoy doing it.
JP, how's the family been since you and CJ got picked up? Has it been like happy days at the King household? Or?
Yeah, that night when it happened.
Yeah.
We weren't actually watching. We were watching Captain America.
Oh, at the cinema.
No, at home.
Where is it?
On Jordan's Disney Plus. But then Jordann phoned me. And then he's like, he just got picked up, and if like 20 seconds later, the Durban picked up CJ. And then my phone was just going mad. And then the first person who called me was my dad. And my family, they were all at home. They weren't watching either. So then my dad was quite emotional. Yeah, he did cry a bit. But yeah, it was just put that behind us quickly because the T20 comp was going on. So we had to put that behind us early so we can focus on doing our best for the Warriors.
How does it feel though for you and your brother to be picked up in the Betway SA20? Is it something that now has been a dream for you guys in recent times to play in some of the best leagues?
Yeah, so I think since the SA20 started, most young guys, most cricketers want to be part of that because it's such a big tournament and it's something special to be able to see the best players in the world right here in South Africa. But yeah, I think it's a special feeling that both me and my brother were picked up. So yeah, very excited.
He speaks a lot about you.
No, we spent a lot of time.
Is it?
Yeah, we spend a lot of time.
A lot of time.
We still do.
But those battle lines are going to be drawn in the Betway SA20, right?
Oh, I have to see. I have to see.
No text in between.
Maybe we'll go for a pale game or something in between games. Or
When you link up in Joburg.
And I can't dish my partner. He gets quite emotional.
That's funny. Jordann, we were speaking off camera about the season so far at the Warriors. It's been good in certain ways, but not so good in other ways. 100 out of a possible 3 that you could have gotten. It's killing your conversion rate a little, isn't it?
Yeah, I would like to say it is what it is, but it's not as easy to just let it go. I think it's part of cricket, and I think in the match situation, the scores did help the team. So it wasn't a losing cause, then it would have been much worse. Or the 100 wasn't a losing cause, so it didn't feel great. But in a sense, the 90s felt good because we walked away with a decent result.
Tristan Stubbs, a teammate of yours, always speaks about red ball cricket being sort of the foundation of what he's been able to do in white ball cricket. Do you feel the same in that regard? Do you use red ball cricket as sort of a foundation to be able to play the other 2 formats?
Yes, I felt I've obviously played a lot of T20 cricket back to back with SA20, then the CSA T20 Challenge, and then back into the CSA T20 Challenge in the first format of the season. And I felt a lot of basics weren't there that should have been there. And when I went straight back into just doing my drill work and getting back to my basics that I always prided myself on doing well, I think it started going well again, and now I'm getting into better positions to score.
Yeah.
Especially in white ball cricket then.
Yeah. You've got a signed DSG jersey. I was going to mention it. You thought you were going to get away with it now.
Yeah, I mean, this is the shirt Lerato gave me.
Yeah.
So
Are we blaming Lerato?
we have to. It's the only one we can do. No, it's down here somewhere.
Where?
Yeah.
That BP.
Yeah.
Nice. You've got a lot of star-studded people in that team, especially from the coaching staff. Lance Klusner, a guy like John T. Rhodes. You had Moni Morkel before. Does that make you a little bit, starstruck, or do you just get in there and you accept these legends as who they are, and they accept you as you are, and you do the job? But how is it being in an environment where you're coached by so many legends like that?
I think for the first couple of days, it's obviously, you're just like, whoa, what's happening?
It's Lance Klusner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, like, as time goes by, you're like, he's your coach now, so you just kind of get on with it. You have to take in what he's saying, and you have to just try and implement and do what he's asking of you. I mean, obviously it's nice having those kind of names.
Yeah.
And looking forward to be back with them this year. Yeah. Unfortunately, Morne's not there anymore.
Yeah.
But Alan Donald's working with us now, so it's another huge name in South African cricket to look forward to working with.
Okay. So we're going to play a game. So the rules of the game, very simple. You got to shout out your team's name. So Tristan Lees, you'll say MI Cape Town. Keagan, you'll say Pretoria Capitals. I'll ask a few questions, and we'll see who gets them right. Okay? Is everybody ready? And you got to let me finish asking the question as well. Okay. So, first question. Which South African all-rounder has over 10,000 test runs and taken over 250 test wickets?
Super Giants.
Bryce.
Jacques Callis.
Jacques Callis is right. Second question. Which Durban Super Giants coach is in the ICC Hall of Fame?
Sunrisers. I think Alan Donald.
Alan Donald is correct. Third question. It's very quiet down this side. Why are you guys shy?
It's a Durban question.
It's a Durban question. Okay. Which South African commentator became the most expensive player in the history of the IPL? You got to let me finish the question. Expensive player in the history of the IPL at the time, breaking the record and joining the Rajasthan Royals. JSK.
Chris Morris.
Christopher Henry Morris is correct. Nqaba, you haven't said anything.
I'm coming.
You're coming. You're going to finish strong.
I'm warming up.
Okay. There's only 2 questions left.
It's a short game.
Yes. Which South African batter scored a record-breaking 149 or 44 balls in an ODI match against the West Indies? Sunrisers Eastern Cape.
A.B. de Villiers.
Abraham Benjamin de Villiers is correct. Keagan, you've had nothing to say.
Doesn't follow the rules.
But he did say afterwards. No, he did shout. Thank you. Yeah, he did. Last question. Which South African cricketer became the first South African to claim a tenfer at Lord's Cricket Ground?
Sunrisers. Wasn't it Big Vern?
That is incorrect.
Damn.
MI Cape Town.
Yes.
Delstein?
Delstein is incorrect.
I don't know.
Victoria Capitals. Mone Morkel.
Mone Morkel is incorrect.
Makayantini.
Paul Royals.
Eh?
Paul Royals.
Paul Royals?
Makayantini.
He waited until the end. Gents, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it. All the best for Betway SA20 Season 3. We hope to sit here the next time and you all are superstars in the game of cricket. All the best for it. I really can't wait to see everybody here playing a vital role for their franchises in this season. And hopefully this is the beginning of a long and fruitful journey in your careers. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's it. How we wrap it up on SuperSport Unplugged, the Betway SA20 Rising Stars.